All right, guys. So after last episode, that's when it really occurred to me why you guys have been calling him Murder Jacket Rick. Is that what they've been saying?
Yeah.
You got stuff on your teeth. What the hell? Hold on, we gotta pause the video. All right, guys, so we paused the video, man. My girl had a whole moon pie stuck in her teeth.
No, I didn't.
She thought she was about to sneak a little moon pie before we started recording. So,
it was nasty. I regret eating it.
I like them. I like them because they're not too sweet, man.
And that's why I didn't like it. I was expecting something different.
It was actually the first time we ever bought some, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Anyways, I bought the chocolate one. They're not bad, but they will get stuck in your girl's teeth. So she had 3/4 of a moon pie sticking in her gum. So anyways, sorry about that. We'll try to be a little bit more on it. Anyways, man, the last episode was crazy, was it not? Everyone was pissed off because Rick had to do what needed to be done. So, man, this show's getting better like fine wine for sure. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. Like, comment, subscribe. To all of our channel members, man, thank you guys so much for joining the channel for sure. It really does mean a lot to us. We try to get them out at least a couple days in advance for you guys. Hit us up on Patreon if you want the full uncut reaction. I have a pollen headache because we live in the South and I'm sick of it and I'm ready to go.
Let's go.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're good. All right, guys. Episode 4, Slabtown.
This sounds like a Terminus thing.
Mm-hmm. Who's that?
Beth. This reminds me of Rick.
Exactly like that.
Hey! Hello! Hey!
Even though he wasn't in Atlanta, I don't think. He was on the outskirts.
Everything's okay?
Put it down. Drop it right now.
I'm Dr. Stephen Edwards. This is Officer Don Lerner. How are you feeling?
Where am I?
Grady Memorial Hospital in Atlanta.
How did I get here?
My officers found you on the side of the road surrounded by rotters.
Your wrist was fractured and you sustained a superficial head wound. Can you remember your name?
But the man I was with, is he here too?
You were alone. If we hadn't saved you, you'd be one of them right now.
I hope they don't eat her.
You owe us.
So you owe us. Why is she dressed up as a police officer right now? I think I like that move right there.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
That's what does it for you?
Or that one you do. Know that no one knows that you do, but you do it.
What?
I don't want to tell you. I don't want to tell you.
Where I'll be shaking my thing? There's your mom. Baby. It's a family channel on it. I can't do that when it makes my thighs hurt.
A couple of them out there were on a run about a week ago. They found 2 boxes of Bisquick and a Merle Haggard tape at a truck stop. And then this gentleman under a bridge, cardiac arrest and extreme dehydration. I tried to do what I could.
Wait, that's it?
If patients don't show any signs of improvement, Don calls it.
So she's like a nurse?
Who?
Beth?
No, baby, she's a patient.
Well, no, they said she has to work.
Oh, well, yeah, she's an assistant now.
I think I would be like, can I be a cop?
Come on, body's getting cold.
How many people live here?
Just enough to keep us going. Some of us started here, some came as patients. Everyone has a job.
Can't we bury him?
We only go out when we need to. It may not be the most dignified disposal system, but we work with what we have. We've managed to secure and guard the stairwells, but the windows are blown out on the ground floor. Rotters find their way into the basement when they hear a noise, and if the bodies are warm, or warm enough, they clean up some of the mess.
Use everything you can use.
Plus, it's the fastest way down.
Down that elevator shaft? Oh my God. Wow. I don't trust the food after Terminus.
Me either.
You're
Except
looking
them
better
strawberries.
and better. We had a lead on some guns, so me and my partner were pretty far out. That's when we saw you, wriggling in the road.
Wriggling.
You don't remember me, huh?
I was fighting a walker, and then everything went black.
Yeah, one was eyeing your thighs when we showed up, but I got there first. Jack that rotter up. I'm Gorman. When someone does you a favor, it's a courtesy to show some appreciation. Unless you want me to write down everything you're taking. Everything costs something, right?
Well, fine, Joan. Until then, you've got laundry duty, and I want my uniform washed separately and pressed.
Hey, it's Everybody Hates Chris.
Smart ass.
Everybody hates Chris.
That's actually Chris this
Yeah,
time.
that's the kid from him, yeah.
I used to feel like I was drowning in research. Now the oceans are dry, and I'm suffocating in boredom.
You're lucky. If you feel safe enough to be bored, you're lucky.
It's Junior Kimbrough, you like it?
I can't remember the last time I heard a record.
It's one of the few perks I get for being the only doctor here.
That and whatever this is.
Guinea pig. Where's your food?
The more I take, the more I owe, right?
Hey, have you ever tried guinea pig? I didn't think so. You wouldn't call it a perk. Sit down. Dawn doesn't have to know.
It's a delicacy in South America.
Oh, guinea pig is?
It's good enough for Peru.
Yes, he.
There's a Caravaggio. I found it on the street outside the High, like trash.
It's beautiful.
It doesn't have a place anymore. Art isn't about survival. It's about transcendence, being more than animals, rising above.
We can't do that anymore.
I don't know.
I sing. I still sing.
We got a new one.
I found his wallet. His name's Gavin Trevitt.
He fell from a first floor apartment trying to get away from some.
He's lost a lot.
Hey, don't be whispering back there.
I don't think he's gonna make it.
We've already given him gas.
I got this. You said you wanted to save people, so save him.
I don't even know the extent of his injuries. Look, this one's a loser. You said you didn't want me wasting resources.
Well, today I want you to try.
Okay, plug the EKG and the ultrasound in that battery pack. Go. Good. Now attach it to the patient.
This place is kind of fishy to me too, though.
Heck yeah, it is.
Tension to a thorax, punctured lung. Beth, I need a large hollow needle in that cabinet.
Is he gonna make it?
He fell from a building, Dawn.
Is he going to make it?
You see these bruises? He has internal bleeding, but I need a CAT scan to know how bad, and even if I could determine that, I don't have the tools to save it. I told you, this was a waste of resources.
What'd she do?
Steve, try to grasp the stakes here.
Who's that lady think she is?
How's she just gonna smack her?
Is she always like that?
Only on her bad days. It's unfortunate for us. That's the only kind she has. Noah left you a new shirt.
And what's wrong with this one?
She likes things neat.
She must love your office.
We all have ways of making her pay. I'll wait for you outside.
Why are they letting this woman bully him like that? What she weigh, like $135?
Oh, yum.
Dawn needs you. Now.
She's lucky we found her. Whatever you were thinking, it wasn't worth it. Okay, you have two choices. Either we cut off your arm or you do.
Prove he didn't enter.
Smart ass whore.
Gorman, get out of here!
I don't think they're cops. I think they stole some cop uniforms.
It's anesthetic. You need it.
Go to hell. She made her choice. Do it. Do it. No, no, no. I said leave me alone. No, we're not gonna let you die. We are not gonna let you turn. Where do you think you're going?
I can't help.
Do you want her to die?
Beth, we need you to hold her down. Do it now. Come on.
Keep your hands off me.
I'm not going back to.
You don't have to.
You can't control them.
I will.
You ready?
Ah!
You okay? I'm Noah, the Lollipop Guild.
Aw.
Thanks for that.
Figured you could use a pick-me-up after this morning, so should have brought the whole jar. Here, you should fit.
You know what happened with Joan? If she'd have stayed, worked for a while, couldn't she have just left?
I haven't seen it work like that yet.
How long have you been here?
It's about a year. Dad and I were both pretty messed up when they found us.
Ooh.
They said that they could only save one. For the longest time, I actually believed them. Now I get it. Dad was bigger, stronger. Would have fought back. Would have been a threat.
They left him behind on purpose.
And Dawn just looked the other way. See, she's in charge, but just barely. And it's getting worse. That's why I'm out of here when the time is right. I came looking for my uncle. I get back to my mom.
Where's home?
Richmond. Virginia.
He's a long
We
ways
had
from home.
walls.
I know.
See, they think I'm scrawny. Think I'm weak. They don't know shit about me. About what I am. About what you are.
Shepard, you've already pulled a double. I got it from here. Yes, ma'am. Thanks. I know you didn't have breakfast. Peace treaty?
I don't need much. I'm not staying any longer than you make me.
You know, you shouldn't see this as a sentence. I'm giving you food, clothes, protection. When have those things ever been free?
I never asked for your help.
But you needed it. Try to look at the good we're doing. Hard as it was, we saved Joan's life, Trevitt's life. We saved your life.
So they say. She don't remember.
I'm keeping all of us going here. That is not a small thing. It's taken a lot to get us here, Beth. And I believe that what we had before all of this isn't over. And when we're finally rescued, when this nightmare ends, we're gonna need to rebuild.
You don't really think someone's coming for us?
There's still people like us, Beth. People trying to keep the world alive, to fix it. Until then, we all have to contribute.
Eugene.
To compromise. If we take, we give back. It's only fair. So keep working off what you owe and you'll be out of here in no time. If that's what you want.
It is.
Well, then you have to eat. Otherwise, you'll get weak. You won't heal, you'll require more treatment, and you won't be able to do your job. I know you didn't ask for this. I didn't either.
Every single day they give her a place to lay her head down. That's 2 days of service, so she's never getting out of there.
And think about hospital fees.
But yeah, they be charging out the ass,
Yeah,
don't they?
well, you stay a night, you're done.
Yep.
That's really nice.
I'll get Dr. Edwards.
No, please, not yet.
I'm so sorry.
She can control them, but she doesn't because it's easier, because she's a coward.
What did he do to you?
It doesn't matter. I guess it's easy to make a deal with the devil when you're not the one paying the price.
What have we done stumbled into?
I know. I can't believe Beth's like whistling while she's working already.
Yeah, for real, Rick. He's very optimistic.
You lose something? This is yours, ain't it?
Ooh, why are you sucking it like
apple,
that?
like the kind Dawn acquired from pediatrics. Suppose you could have a taste, see if it rings any bells.
I don't want it.
Oh, come on now. I just want to be sure I'm returning this to its rightful owner. Yeah.
Bite it.
That's right. That's right.
Leave her alone.
Girl should have been mine.
Nobody's yours, Gorman. Nobody. And if you think you're getting Joan back,
Oh, I'm gonna get her back. You think Dawn's gonna stop me?
I will.
You stepping up, Doc?
What happens when you get sick, Gorman? When you get an infection? When you get bit?
Yeah, what happens then?
I think there's gonna be somebody who ain't you.
Gorman.
And maybe somebody in charge who ain't her.
Creep. I like when those characters die.
Why do you stay?
Yeah, for sure.
You could leave whenever you want. Why do you stay here?
But can he leave whenever he wants?
Welcome to the ground floor of Grady Memorial Hospital. This isn't a way out. There isn't one. Not from here.
Why'd you bring me here?
Watch it. When I start thinking about it too much, I come down and look at this.
Why'd you bring me here?
You asked why I stayed.
I prefer them over Gorman.
I really do too. I felt that way since Woodbury.
Let me tell you a story.
But they are right in the middle of Atlanta, though. It's tough out there.
When everything started, Don reported to a guy named Hanson. They had orders to clear the hospital and move everyone to Butler Park. It's close to midnight when we heard the jets, bombs, screams. I was on the 3rd floor. Don and Hanson's teams were doing a final sweep, and we knew it was bad. Just didn't know how bad till we came up here. The city'd fallen, and everyone we evacuated, they were just gone.
They even have armed guards, so you can't escape.
Ourselves at first, till the food ran out. We started going out on runs, few of us at a time. We'd see people who needed help, barely holding on, but we were barely holding on ourselves. Came a time I couldn't look away anymore. Found this kid, napalm burns in his clothes, skin. Don said we couldn't spare the resources, so we struck a deal. I'd use what I could to heal him, and he'd compensate us for those resources for service. Now,
You're not the problem.
we lost people. That was the problem. Hanson cracked. He made some calls that got people killed. Dawn took care of things. She took care of him. She saw us past it, kept us together, kept us alive.
You call this living?
I'm still breathing. Patients we brought here, they're still breathing. Outside these walls, alone, unprotected, they'd be dead. We'd be dead.
Not necessarily,
We're
bro.
not the ones who make it. As bad as it gets,
It's still better than down there.
I should get back.
how about you look into Mr. Trevitt, call it a day.
Okay,
He's stable, due for another 75 milligrams of clozapine. And tomorrow, we'll start fresh.
sure.
I mean, I 3,000% will be plotting my escape.
Yeah.
Still at it, huh?
Hey. No.
You think they're gonna blame her for
What
it?
did you do to him?
Oh, God.
He was fine until the two of you were alone with him. Something happened. I want you to tell me.
It was an accident. Beth left to get some gauze. I was mopping. I must have unplugged the ventilator somehow. It only
But that's
stopped for a minute. I got it working again.
Take him to my office.
Dawn, it was an accident. It was an accident.
That's not what happened. He just started seizing.
Seizing? Well, you gave him clonazepam, right?
You said clozapine.
No, I didn't.
But he did, right? I don't really remember, but
I thought he did say that.
it seemed like he made her kill him.
Right, so he didn't have to?
You really think I didn't know? Noah's smart. Probably my best worker. But that story he told about the ventilator, boy's not much of a liar.
If you knew, then why did you?
I didn't want to. I had to. A good man's mistakes almost ended everything for us, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let that happen again. Every sacrifice we make needs to be for the greater good. The second it isn't, the second we lose sight of that, it's all over. The thing is, you're not the greater good. You're not strong enough.
I am strong.
How many people had to risk their lives to save you? In here, you are part of a system. The wards keep my officers happy. The happier my officers are, the harder they work to keep us going. And this hasn't been easy. There have been compromises, but it's working. And after they rescue us, we're gonna help put the world back together because we're the ones holding on. That's the good we're doing here. That's the good you're doing here. That's what makes you worth something. But out there, you are nothing except dead or somebody's burden. That's bullshit. Oh yeah? I saw this.
And don't let her touch you, Beth.
Is this bullshit too? Some people just aren't meant for this life, and that's okay. As long as they don't take advantage of the ones who are.
She's just mad because she ain't got no earlobes.
So she thinks just by hanging on that they're doing good. Like she thinks because when the world gets solved, when the world like gets solved, they're gonna be there standing strong.
Yeah, she just thinks that she's doing the best she can with what little she has. So in her mind, that's the best possible good you could do, I guess. She's pissing me off though.
Okay, watch. Painkillers. It barely even hurts. Dawn needed Trevor for something. I know that's what that was about. Screwed up thing is, she's trapped too.
We're not trapped. I'm going with you.
Basement's the fastest way out. Any noise we got rotters.
So we won't make noise.
I can keep an eye on Dawn. But she keeps a spare key to the elevator bank somewhere in the office. Think you can find it?
That's so risky.
Oh, there's all the suckers in the world. I'd suck on all of them.
Then put them back.
I'm glad.
That's the guy that was in charge, Hanson. You better take those scissors to fight, right?
Yeah, I would.
Hey there. I hope I'm not interrupting.
I was just waiting for
Dawn
you,
was
Daddy.
just asking for a key.
Was she now? See, I was just with Dawn, and I don't seem to remember that. It's okay. Maybe she doesn't have to know. Maybe there's another solution, you know? A little win-win for both of us.
Man, you better go beat one out. Oh, is she faking?
So how about it, Bethy? We gonna work something out here? Good girl. Joan, she's not such a team player. Lucky for me, you're not a fighter.
Hey, that was slick. I saw her twitching. I thought she was playing dead or something. But, you know, I'm also an idiot. Let's go, Beth.
It may just be the battery.
Beth? Everything okay?
Oh, Joan was looking for you. I saw her and Gorman headed towards your office.
Thank you, Beth.
She was looking like an owl, wasn't she?
I know, I probably just wouldn't have said anything.
Ready?
Yeah.
Once you're safe, I'll climb down.
Okay.
I'm having a bad feeling about his escape.
Yeah, I feel like you better tie a good knot. Yeah, he ain't gonna make it, is he?
Yeah, no. There's probably so many bodies. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, every time we get a special character, they're one and done on the show. Oh!
That scared the dog out of me.
Noah? Noah?
That was a good jump scare. I was not expecting that.
Dang, they tore that guy up.
Can you walk?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh, please don't scratch him.
Yeah, he's about to see Beth in action.
Do you think he's scratched? Please don't shoot him. That was, you see the car. Oh, man. So they were lying. They just kidnapped her straight up. They don't like the dang Red Cross, but the White Cross.
Why didn't they take a car?
They don't have the keys.
Daryl taught you how to hotwire, right?
Oh man, his femur's messed up. He can't run.
Right.
She's out of bullets.
Ah! Come on, Beth. Was that a cop? Oh, she is happy.
Who the hell do you think you are?
He attacked me, just like he attacked Joan. Just like you let him. You know what's happening here, and you let it happen. You're letting it
so that we make it.
No one's coming, Dawn. No one's coming. We're all gonna die, and you let this happen for nothing.
Bite her throat, Beth.
You're healing quickly. Should be ready to jump back into it in a couple more days. Well, that should about do it.
How'd you know Trevitt was a doctor? That's why you had me give him the wrong meds, right? Why you had
He's trying
me
to
kill
keep
him?
himself valuable, so he's not expendable.
Because if he had lived, there'd be another doctor, and Dawn wouldn't need you. She wouldn't protect you.
Trevitt was an oncologist at St. Ignatius. I knew him. They would have kicked me out. Maybe Gorman. Maybe would have killed me. I didn't have a choice.
Use everything you can use.
When they arrested Christ, Peter denied being one of his disciples. He didn't have a choice. They would have crucified him too.
Then he did have a choice.
Have a Bible. Have a Bible.
Is that Carol?
Is that Carol? Yeah. Oh, y'all done captured the wrong one. Carol's gonna burn that place down. What an incredible episode. Guys, that episode's got me hot right now. So one thing I cannot stand in this show is being a prisoner.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather face the walkers than be a prisoner in this place, man. So Beth basically got kidnapped by the hospital, it turns out.
Yeah.
Which is wild, man. I thought she got kidnapped by a cult one.
And they capture the weak ones, they say.
Yeah.
Because they would have, if they would have took Daryl, he would have been in there fighting.
Daryl would have been in there. Daryl would have had that girl copping a full Nelson. I don't know why they're taking orders from that lady. I mean, like, my whole thing is,
I mean, she has a gun.
Yeah, but so do they.
Well, yeah, the cops do.
My whole thing is, it's the jungle now, dude. So the biggest lion in the jungle rules that thing. So that lady would have slapped me. I'd have slipped it, and that lady would have messed up. But they probably would have just killed me on the side of the road. I really hope the Chris character makes it, because I just really like him because I watched him growing up on TV.
He's Noah, actually.
Yeah, I hope Noah makes it, man. Great character. And very interesting start so far, being in a hospital, 100%.
Yeah, because I genuinely had no idea where she was.
Right. And then it's annoying because they think that, they're keeping the weak people, but then they just captured Carol.
Yeah.
And
they
Carol's
just have no
feral,
idea.
if y'all know what I'm saying. So she's going to be in there like a
Carol
rabid
just
dog.
single-handedly destroyed Terminus.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She took out a whole cannibal cult.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the next episode.
Wait a minute. Before we do, last time we saw Carol, where was she? Oh, her and Daryl got taken.
Yeah.
And Daryl said, come on out to somebody.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Carol, we know now.
Yeah. Well, maybe it was Beth. Maybe this is like before.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get to another one. All right, guys, episode 5, self-help.
Getting a little messy for you.
Getting ready for retirement, relaxing the grooming standards, thinking about becoming a plumber, sheep herder or something.
You ain't herding sheep now, Abraham. Eyes on the prize.
Damn right, that's my girl. Maybe I'll let you shave me down all over. Dolphin smooth.
Dolphin smooth.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, maybe Rosita can give you a trim while she's at it. Party's getting a little long in the back. Or is it your source of power?
I ain't slaying a lion anytime soon. I wouldn't be placing any waiters on seeing me dispatch 1,000 Philistines with the jawbone of an ass.
Oh, so you just settle on saving the world, right?
Yeah.
What's up? Last night?
Nope. Yes, that and tomorrow. And I'm thinking about that preacher, what he did.
Maybe they're just behind us. Maybe Daryl and Carol came back. Maybe they took the map, found some cars, and they're just down the road.
I'll catch up. Clearing the way for them.
Positive thoughts.
How long will it be after you get on that terminal and do what you have to do?
Depends on a number of factors, including density of the infected around target sites worldwide.
Target sites? You talking about missiles?
That's classified.
I thought we were over that.
What if we all live?
And secrets will matter then?
They might. Anyway, the speed with which things normalize depend on a number of factors, including worldwide weather patterns, which were modeled without the assumption that cars, planes, boats, and trains wouldn't be pouring hydrocarbons into the atmosphere this long. Changed the game quite a bit when it comes to air transmissible pathogens.
Why the hair?
Because I like it. No one is taking scissor or clipper to it anytime soon. You hear me, Miss Espinoza?
Yes, loud and clear.
Talk and laugh all you want.
No one was making fun.
The smartest man I ever met happened to love my hair. My old boss, T. Brooks Ellis, the director of the Human Genome Project. He said my hair made me look like, and I quote, a fun guy. Which I am.
A fun guy.
I just ain't Samson.
What the?
How did he wreck? Damn!
It sounds like there was them spikes up under it.
What in the world just happened?
They're like, yeah, our trap worked.
Yeah.
Stop. You know what you look like?
What?
I'm not even gonna say. I'll tell you later. A can of whoop butt.
Yeah, he just opened up a can of whoop ass, didn't he? You think that's what they were going for? I'm sure he deserved it.
Ellen. Eugene.
Nah, I think they were just trying to take the food.
Eugene.
Is your baby okay?
Eugene, are you okay?
The preacher. You ain't seen it. Hold on, okay? Everyone else, you all right? Yeah.
Engine's on fire. We gotta get out of here.
I know.
All right, you and I go first. Knock him back. Clear the way for Maggie, Rosita to get out. Then we all start hitting them, okay?
Yeah. All right, we'll do it live. Cover Eugene. You come out when it's clear.
Okay.
On my go. Go!
The bayonet's tough, though.
Oh.
Come on. I know it sucks and it's scary, but it's time to be brave.
It is involuntary.
It is when you're screwed either way. So you got through the choice that might help somebody.
Aw, he's like a little puppy.
I'm right behind you.
I know he's just a scientist, but he needs to step it up a little bit. Get him! Oh, you should have let him take a stab.
No, he's holding the knife in a crazy position.
No! Oh, good job, Eugene.
That's an assist.
Hey, let's go. If he'll learn how to stab, they'll be unstoppable.
Check Eugene. See if he's hurt.
I'm fine. Just cuts and dings.
Check him.
Is that your blood?
Here. Damn thing opened again. I swear the cuts are finer than frog's hair. They're just big bleeders.
First aid kit's in the bus. I'll see what we have.
Uh-oh. Oh no, that means there's supplies.
We're not stopping. We're rolling on. Find another vehicle down the road. Mission hasn't changed.
Devil's advocate, nothing more. We smashed to a stop hard. We spent a lot of time rolling things out of the road. Church is just 15 miles back there.
No, we don't stop. We don't go back. We're at war, and retreat means we lose. The road fights back, the plan gets jacked. You all know that. Now we will get through this because we have to. Every direction is a question. We don't go back.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fit as a damn fiddle.
We are going with you. You are calling this thing. I just need to know you're good.
This is how things stop. I can't afford that right now. The world can't afford it. Listen, I took a pretty hard shot to the sack with that crash. I am stressed and depressed to see that ride die, but if you say we're rolling on, I'm good.
We're rolling on.
Then we'll rub some dirt on it and walk it off.
Yeah.
Find what we need like we always have, on the way.
Okay. I'm not rubbing dirt on anything.
Maybe we can find some bikes. Bikes don't burn.
That'd be a good idea, though. Put me on a mongoose, I'd be dodging them zombies.
Yeah, but your chain can break off.
Only if you're pedaling the hell out of it.
Eugene, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Let's go.
Let's go, Eugene.
He's getting a little cold, isn't he?
Yeah, that's the worst, man. When you're sitting there pumping the bike, the chain pops off, and you flip over the handlebars. I've done that before.
What are you in, like 7th gear? Didn't that happen?
Man, I didn't have no gears on my bike. I didn't have no mountain bike.
Ellen!
I had a mongoose.
Ellen!
That must have been a son.
Let's go.
Ooh. That's pretty cool, though.
What?
To be like in the library and be blockaded by book.
I don't know, it seems kind of boring to be in there. I'd be burning the romance novels.
You can eat that for protein. Game of Thrones told us.
You talking about Otto Hightower?
No, I'm talking about Stannis.
Oh, yeah. Good day, Renee.
I'm gonna take a sweep. Hey.
Hey,
Thank you.
for what?
Showing up. Took a little horse trading to get you here, but it's plain as potatoes to me now. You get it? You could have lit out after the crash, made a case, but you stayed.
I made a deal.
Yeah, you could have broke it. What was I gonna do?
You put that thing away tonight? How about that? You gonna wrap that up?
No, I'm gonna get some air. Got cut up pretty ugly last night back at the church.
Yeah.
Kind of the point where everyone alive is strong now. Have to be. You're either strong and they can help you, so you help them, or you're strong and they can kill you, so you gotta kill them. You gotta kill them, and I'll say it's never easy. It's not the truth. It's the easiest thing in the world now.
I hope we're not on the whole Abraham's about to lose it arc.
World's gonna change, right?
You're damn right it's gonna.
Yeah, you better turn in. You got late watch.
Yeah.
Murder tank top, Abraham.
Yeah.
I really need some ass first.
10 need 10.
Can't sleep without it, can we?
Cool.
Abraham. He's watching again. Over there in the self-help section.
Why?
Self-help. Don't worry about him, baby. He's harmless.
Oh, I'm already there.
Come on.
Oh, dude.
He's not hiding it at all.
Cards on the table, I was watching them.
Yeah, I saw that.
I believe they know I catch an eyeful on occasion, which isn't to say it's their thing. It's not mine either. It's just that I enjoy the female form, and I consider this a victimless crime that provides both comfort and distraction.
That's what they all say, buddy.
Maybe we can move on from here. I was looking for you to say thank you for having my back at the bus. You saved my life.
Burn the books on the third row right there.
You did?
Well, if I did, then you provided the context for me doing so.
What?
I was screwed either way, so I went with the choice that helped someone. I thought I'd try, but it turned out to be true. Point to you.
You have this. Even if you didn't before, you do. Look, I'm the same way. You know you can do this. Did you hear what I just said?
The bus crashed because of me.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. I put crushed glass in the fuel line. Light bulbs I found in the church. Vehicles should have failed before it ever got to the road.
You would have killed us.
It wasn't supposed to go down like that, not hardly not half. The glass wasn't supposed to wear out the fuel line next to the spark plugs. We fully pulled a short straw on that one.
What the hell? Why did you do that? Eugene, what? Eugene!
Man, you better spill the beans.
Why did you do that? Answer me.
I appreciate the positive affirmations and looking the other way on the perversion. But I know empirically and definitively that I cannot survive on my own. I cannot.
So you killed the bus?
If I don't cure the disease, if I don't save the world, I have no value.
That's not how it works.
If I don't fix things, there's no way you people would keep me around, share resources, even protect me.
Of course we would. We're friends. We have each other's backs. That's it. That's how it works. Don't tell anyone else what you did. I'll keep your secret and we'll keep going. You know you messed up. You're trying, but dude, you can't do
He's
something
doubting
like that
himself.
I won't.
You're stuck with us. It's like we're stuck with you, no matter what.
I don't know why I told you.
I do. Welcome to the human race, asshole. Come on.
There's too much pounding going on in
It's
here.
getting late.
So let me get this straight. He basically feels like if he goes and cures this disease or fails or something, they're not going to protect him anymore?
I think he feels like he's just useless, like, because he can't.
But why
can't
did he
defend
attack
himself.
the bus?
I'm not exactly sure why he did that part. But
That explanation didn't really hold up to me.
yeah, but I think he's just doubting his ability to cure it, probably.
I mean, without the proper resources, that'd be hard, right?
You thinking about that?
Yeah, I feel guilty.
Hey, we get to have little vacations on bookstore floors.
We're not back there anymore. We're living for something else. They don't get to right now.
Well, we did almost die today, and we don't have a car, and we're drinking toilet water.
It just feels really good having this because it's not about what was, not last night. It's all about what's gonna be.
Don't feel guilty about that. He's safe now. I stopped him. You don't have to be scared now.
I wonder if that guy was a threat to his family. The one getting that food that he beat to death.
You've been going to nurse's school on the sly?
Roger and Pam taught me. I think we should stay here today.
No. You got some reading you need to catch up on?
We got lucky yesterday, but we're all banged up. You especially.
We've been through worse. We keep moving.
Maybe we always wind up stopping because we never start at 100%.
Every minute we waste getting him to Washington, people are dying.
You think I don't understand that? After everything? You see, I want us to actually get there.
No, you want us to sit around. You want us to stop.
This town isn't in bad shape. This store wasn't even touched. Could make a good base here. Could spend one last day doing a sweep for supplies.
We'll sweep as we go. We've done it since Houston. We're not stopping now.
You heard the lady. We're taking it north.
We tapped out the toilet. Broad River is 5 miles west. At the very least, we stock up there before we find wheels.
We got a vehicle. It just so happens it's got 500 gallons of water on it.
Hey, there you go. Or unless Eugene sabotages it.
Right.
About time things started going our way. Come on. One damn time.
Find another ride.
If there was a ride worth the shit in this town, we'd have seen it. This thing's done some crowd clearing. Right up into the intake. Which means we got an air filter filled with damn human remains.
If all the populations got wiped out almost immediately, shouldn't there be car lots everywhere?
Earth that is not
That Ford plant right up the road from here has like 50,000 cars at it.
beyond all damned recognition.
Abraham?
What?
That feeds the radiator. The intake for the engine is actually on the roof.
They walked out like, what's up? Didn't he?
I thought it was a trap. I thought someone was trying
He walked out like he wanted something. You see that? He's like, no! Dang! Who's that up there, Eugene? Yeah, he's smart.
If it's that powerful, why do they be bringing that in elementary schools? It's random.
Well, when it hit me, it knocked me down. Those little kids running from it. They brought a fire truck to my kid's field day. It was spraying everybody.
I've been to 8 county fairs and 1 goat rodeo. I've never seen anything like that.
There's a Goodwill over there by the bookstore. It's pretty blown up, but there might be some supplies, some dry clothes, maybe?
Not necessary. I can clear that intake in 2 shakes. Then the engine will get some wind, and so will we. You'll air dry. We roll on.
Stick inside, let them die.
What? This shit is screwed up.
You gotta hold it together, buddy.
Ooh. He just threw an intestine.
Hey, Jay, back up!
That is crazy.
Ellen! Ellen!
I know why you have the haircut.
I told you it's because I like it.
I believe that. I like it too. I think you like it for a reason. You're not the person people think you are. You want them to know who you are.
Not following you.
If you didn't have that mullet, you'd probably be like everybody else in the labs. But you're not like everybody else. I think a lot of people in your position probably would have given up, but you didn't.
There were people, a lot of them along the way. They made sure I didn't give up. It wasn't me remotely.
It was. You started this thing. And you're not like Samson. He was kind of a mess.
Not following you.
Well, his story goes that one day when a lion attacked him, God gave him strength and he tore it apart. Then he goes back one day, he's by himself, and he sees that bees have made a hive in the carcass. So later he tells this riddle to people. Out of the eater, something to eat. Out of the strong, something sweet. And I always thought, how the hell are people supposed to know the answer when it's just about his own life? When the only place the answer is in his own head.
Whoa, what the hell is that?
What?
Wind's picking up. You're about to smell it.
Oh, what is that?
Whatever's making that stench, it ain't nothing nice.
There's something going on with his hand, though, because he keeps looking at
stopping.
We're stopped.
I was thinking because he had a wedding ring on it, just wanted to keep reminding us that he was married.
it. Yeah, possibly. Buckle up. It's the law. We see those signs a lot, don't we? That's the end game right there.
Let's go. We gotta go. I will not lie down.
Abraham.
I will not abase.
Abraham. Let's get out of here.
They need to go steal Gravedigger, that big old monster truck. Yeah.
I didn't know it had a name.
We gotta go.
No, they can't hear us and they can't see us. Not from here. We're fine.
Yeah, this is the definition of fine.
We need the map. There's got to be a detour.
Not doing it. We detoured and detoured and detoured from Houston to Georgia. Not playing that game anymore.
We are not going through this. It isn't gonna happen.
You got a shitstorm behind door A and a storm of shit behind door B. If you're lucky, it's walkers or a shot-up truck. But sooner or later, you get cornered. You wind up staying and you wind up killing. We don't go back. We can't go back.
I'm not talking about going back. Just south of 2 miles.
We already hit a full stop because of an air filter compromised by innards. It will happen again.
Then we'll hit them with the hose.
The tank is empty, Abraham.
If we floor it.
We still hit them, they still slow us down, and then they stop us.
I'm not saying we just go straight.
That's the way the road goes.
Abraham.
We can get through!
That's the way the road goes.
And that means we are not going south, going around, or going back.
No, they're right.
Abraham.
Hey,
what are you doing? Stop.
Hey,
Abraham.
let go of them.
I'm not going to let you do this.
Yes, you are.
Stop.
Get it. Hey,
Hey,
you're done. You're done. Do not.
Stop.
I told you.
Abraham.
You do not touch me. You do not touch me. I told you. Do not do that. Do not.
What'd he say?
I lied. I'm not a scientist.
What?
I don't know how to stop it. I'm not a scientist.
Oh, you better be lying.
He's playing, right? Like, for real.
You think you lied to get protection? Oh, my goodness.
You are a scientist. I've seen the things that you can do.
I just know things.
You just know things?
Who are you, Tyrion?
I know I'm smarter than most people. I know I'm a very good liar, and I know I needed to get to D.C.
Why?
Because I do believe that locale holds the strongest possibility for survival, and I wanted to survive. If I could cheat some people into taking me there, well, I just reasoned that I've been doing them a solid too, considering the perilous state of the city of Houston, the state of everything.
Wow. Everything he believed in, boy.
That was the only thing keeping his ass going was hope.
Yeah.
People died trying to get you here.
I'm aware of that. Stephanie, Warren, Pam, Rex, Roger, Josiah, Dirk, and Josephine, and Bob. You see, I lost my nerve as we grew closer, for I'm a coward, and the reality of getting to our destination and disclosing the truth of the matter became some truly frightening shit. I took it upon myself to slow our roll.
Oh my
Sometimes
God.
it's the best thing, so that when we got there, but at this moment I fully realized there were no longer any agreeable options. I was screwed either way. I also lied about T. Brooks Ellis locking my hair. I do not know T. Brooks Ellis, but I did read one of his books, and he seemed like the type of guy that wouldn't blink twice at a Tennessee top hat.
Man, you better stop trying to be funny.
I'm mad at you.
Again, I am smarter than you, and you may want to leave me here, but...
Hey!
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Did you just kill him?
No, I think it was just a sleeper.
That cut's making him crazy. Like, there's something going on with him. I mean, I don't blame him for punching Eugene, but still.
Yeah, he would have done anything for Eugene. You saw that. Boy.
Eugene, are you there?
I mean, Don lost his family, his kids, his hope.
Ellen.
Dang. Oh my God, and the kids. But they chose that over being with him, so that says something about him.
I think they was just so scared of him, but they didn't realize the severity of reality.
Yeah, they're just sweet summer children.
Oh my God, this is so much.
Help me, please! Get there! Get there!
That's in Griffin right there.
Thank you.
That factory.
Thank you. I think they're getting faster. Wait up! Stop! You can't leave. Why? I have a very important mission.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
I think I want to cry.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Golly.
Oh my goodness.
Eugene lied, y'all. The man sitting there straight lying to everyone for self-preservation. But the only thing I can really say, man, is he didn't realize what had just happened to Abraham. You know, I would hope that knowing the situation he just went through, he wouldn't have lied. Yeah. And I know this doesn't make it any better, but at least his lie was like kind of compulsive. He was just trying to survive and he just blurted something out. And once he made up that story, I guess he sort of stuck with it, which doesn't help at all. But that was the most heartbreaking scene of the walk-in. I'm not gonna say that it's the most heartbreaking, but dude, like, I sort of keep juggling like the top 3 craziest, most heartbreaking moments, and gosh, that moves into like a top 3 spot, does it not? That was a pretty
brutal one, no lie.
That was so sad, man.
I know.
Jeez Louise. So it turns out your boy is not a scientist, but he just wants to get to Washington D.C. because he thinks that's his best chance of survival. Probably because, you know, I'd imagine if you're like the president or an important congressperson or something like that, that would probably be the area that you would go. So that was heartbreaking, man. That was absolutely heartbreaking. I can't believe that Abraham's wife dipped on him like that. It was kind of like what we were saying about the whole church thing when Rick killed those guys and everybody sort of acted scared about it. I mean, I'm not saying that he had to kill those guys with a can, but for all I know, they were in there threatening his family. You know, we didn't really get that part. So it's sort of up to interpretation. You ready to get into another one?
I just felt like with Eugene, there was something up, but I did not think that he was lying. Like, I felt like he just maybe was doubting his abilities. I felt like maybe he said, you know, I know this, I'm smart. But I just didn't feel like, I felt like he was going to get there and maybe choke.
I felt like, this sounds dumb, but I was thinking that he knew that as soon as he got to Washington, I took him for his word at who he was because I'm an idiot. But I thought maybe that he knew the moment we show up to Washington, they're going to use me because I have information, so I'm valuable, but you guys are going to get
that too.
Executed.
And the reason why I believed him kind of strongly is because Rosita and Abraham did so much.
Yeah.
And so in order for us to think that he's legit, they kind of sold it because they really protected everything.
But I'll be honest, man, when Abraham was going in and then I look over and he's poking his head off the top of the bookshelf, I was sitting there thinking like, I mean, I don't think that, don't get me wrong, I don't put that past a scientist, but that really made me question like his ethics, I guess.
No, well, I think they just like it just showed that they tolerate him because he's gonna save the world.
Yeah, exactly,
you know. So that kind of showed me the relationship they had, and that made me, I guess, believe it a little more. But then when he told Tara, I put stuff in the thing. I'm like, why are you sabotaging the mission? Like,
yeah, and I didn't really love the explanation that he gave, but I guess it makes sense. He knows that as soon as he gets to Washington, the gig is up.
Yeah, because they're gonna be like, all right, perform your magic, and he's gonna be like.
But his end game was always to get to Washington, though.
Yeah,
like, that's where he wanted to go. So I don't know why he would sabotage his ability to get there. You know, I mean, the worst. I don't know, man. That was just wild to me, guys. That was just a crazy moment. That was like as crazy as look at the flowers, Lizzie. You know what I mean? It was really that crazy. Or Sophia being in the garage. Like,
yeah, they have a lot of crazy moments in the show, and that happened to be one of them. And it's crazy because we don't really know Eugene as good as like we knew Sophia and Lizzie. Like maybe we did, maybe we didn't, but. Still, I can't believe that.
That was wild, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got one more to get into. The thing about this show, I just want to say before we get into it, I think the reason so many people love this show and they consider it such an iconic piece of television is because we're so many seasons in at this point, and every season there's just a what the hell moment that's just really good.
Yeah.
I mean, these gotcha moments are like top notch in this.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my goodness. All right. In hindsight, maybe we should have known, but I don't know. Yeah.
I officially don't believe anybody. Y'all
Right.
are all liars.
I don't believe in anything anymore. Like,
Y'all
I've
are
lost
all
all hope
liars.
in everything. I don't even trust Rick no more. Let's go. Crazy. The big C. So now we get to see what she was up to. I guess this is when yeah, I love how the timeline is coming full circle now.
Take my hand.
Harden our pollen.
That's what they really meant. Sorry guys, my child is jumping a lot today.
She's mad as hell at Eugene.
Yeah.
Holding out.
Like, you got $1.
Oh my God, can you pause it for 1 second? I gotta tell you something. One time I was at a gas station and a guy hit my window like that and he had no teeth and he asked me could I buy him a hot dog in the gas station, and I was like,
Did you do
well,
it?
I was just thinking, but no, I didn't. But I gave him $1 to do it himself. But I was just looking at his teeth like, how are you gonna consume that?
Well, that's why he didn't ask for a hamburger. He's about to gnaw that thing. Remember when we were in Atlanta and that random homeless lady ran up to the car when we stopped and she started beating on your window? You got scared.
It would be hard to sleep when you're by yourself.
Cause I got bad blood.
That was at the prison. The fire she's seeing. Can you just do the cockatoo version this time?
How'd that one go?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like when I be shaking my butt?
No, I like that one though. I like that one.
So basically, Carol got kicked out of camp, went and got her law degree, and she came back ready to serve some justice, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So it was just you and Beth after?
Yeah.
You save her?
She's tough. She saved herself. We were out there for a while. We got cornered. She got out in front of me. I don't know, she's gone. And now the car's pulling out with a white cross on the window.
Just like that one?
Yep. Rick's gonna wonder where we went. The tank's running low.
We can end this quick. Just run him off the road.
Nah, we're good for a bit.
They're holding her somewhere we can get it out of the driver.
Yeah, but if we don't talk, we're back to square one. Right now, we got the advantage. We'll see who they are. If they're a group, we'll see what they can do. And then we'll do what we gotta do to get her back.
They're heading north, I-85.
That interstate sucks. Always busy.
Yeah, that one spot where it turns really sharp, there's always a wreck there. It's crazy.
What the hell's he waiting for? There's two of them. Is that a cop?
He might have seen us.
God damn.
That's exactly how you was when that homeless woman knocked on your car window. Stupid walker.
Of course.
Tank's tapped. They'd have taken the bypass and they didn't. They must be holed up in the city somewhere. We gotta move. Find some place to hold up till sunlight.
I know a place. Just a couple of blocks from here. We can make it. 2 more.
Almost got it.
Yeah, you better go.
I used to work here or something.
Something.
What are they in right now? A police station? Kind of hard to tell, right?
I thought she said she did something with social services or something. Or is that Andrea?
What's this place?
It's temporary housing.
Now it makes sense.
You came here?
We didn't stay. I'll take the top bunk. I think that one's more your style. You should sleep. I'll take first watch.
This is locked up pretty tight.
I know.
I'm good then.
I'll keep first watch. I don't mind.
Suit yourself.
You said we get to start over.
Yeah?
Did you?
I'm trying. Don't you say what's really on your mind.
I don't think we get to save people anymore.
Why are you here?
I'm trying.
When we were out by the car, what if I didn't show up?
Still don't know.
Like, whew, just a walker. Oh no.
You don't have to. You don't.
Man, now she ain't gonna be able to sleep. Hopefully it's just Daryl cooking a possum.
Just Daryl being Daryl.
If you want to be technical, it's more like Daryl being like Carol.
Yeah.
She actually did that.
Oh yeah, true.
Thank you.
It's just Daryl being Carol.
Now everyone in that city knows where they are, though. But
True. Someone told us that was Beth and Daryl lighting that house on fire.
Downtown. I say we get up in one of the tall ones, get ourselves a view, see what we see.
Stay close to the buildings and keep quiet, but sooner or later, we're gonna be drawing them.
that's where Rick was, right? The same exact spot where that tank is? Because he turned that corner and saw them all?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we can get up there. There's a bridge.
I'm dumb. I thought he was about to draw out a map of. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, what?
It's a good choice to film in Atlanta, though. You don't even have to put any trash on the ground. It's just there already.
Not a prop.
Some days I don't know what the hell to think. Good thing we skipped breakfast.
How did we get here?
We just did.
You still haven't asked me what happened after I met up with Tyrese, the girls?
Yeah, I know what happened. I ain't here.
It was worse than that.
The reason I said we get to start over is because we gotta, the way it was.
Yeah. You see something?
No, hand me that rifle. Right there.
It's been there a while. Definitely one of them.
It's definitely some kind of lead.
Should fill up.
All right.
I feel like if I was pointing at something that far away, you'd be like, what? I don't see it. Where?
I know. I thought he was about to see Merle's hand or something. Remember how it got stuck up there on top of a roof?
That'd be a crazy Easter egg
I
to
know.
find.
What?
I bet this cost some rich prick a lot of money. I was like a dog sat in paint, wiped its ass all over the place.
Really? I kind of like it.
Stop.
I'm serious. You don't know me.
Yep. You keep telling yourself that.
So Daryl does not like abstract art.
Daryl, don't.
Get up. Hands up. Both of you.
Man, y'all are straight.
Lay down your crossbow.
It makes me think that Carol's about to go to this hospital infiltrating
Nobody has
it,
to get hurt.
not
Just need
captured.
weapons, that's it. So please lay down your crossbow. Back up. Sorry about this. You look tough. You'll be all right.
No.
You could have just shot him, though.
And they could shoot him because they have a gun.
Yeah, Carol was ready to blast his ass, wasn't she?
3 bullets. We're in the middle of the city. He was stealing our weapons. Do you think I was going to kill him? I was
Yes.
aiming for his leg. Could that have killed him? Maybe. I don't know. But he was stealing our weapons.
He's just a damn kid.
Without weapons, we could die. Beth could die.
Yeah, we'll find more weapons.
I don't want you to die. I don't want Beth to die. I don't want anybody at the church to die, but I can't stand around and watch it happen either. I can't. That's why I left. I just had to be somewhere else.
We ain't somewhere else. You're right here. Trying.
But you're not who you were, and neither am I. I don't know if I believe in God anymore or heaven, but if I'm going to hell, I'm making damn sure I'm holding it off as long as I can.
What was that kid's name, though?
Noah.
Noah. How do you just remember everything? Sometimes our memory comes back to bite me in the butt, y'all.
Because I don't know him as Chris. Therefore, I don't have to get names mixed up. You do.
Yeah, that's Chris to me.
Sorry.
Were you trying to scare me?
No.
Oh, she's kicking? Our baby gets really hyped when we watch Walking Dead.
All right, Let's get this done.
It's not stable. Later.
There's a bunch of beauty queens walking up.
Yeah, bunch of baddies. If you watch Lost, there'll be some cocaine in that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, that's a spoiler. Sorry, everyone. Or some heroin, right?
I don't know. It's white powder.
Brown powder.
Oh.
There's more coming. We're gonna have to fight through.
Yeah, I see him.
We have to go.
GMH, what's that, a hospital?
I don't know, Grady Memorial, maybe?
Grady, the White Crosses, it might be where they're holding up. Go, 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 go!
Anything we can use!
Nothing but what we got.
Oh man, I already know who they're grabbing.
Buckle up.
Please don't tell me they're about to fall off that bridge.
I guess so. I thought they were going to use that thing in the windshield.
Hold on.
Come on, Mary.
We're okay.
Built for tough.
That's what you think Mushu sounds like.
That's exactly what he sounds like when it's dinner time.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Prove it. How bad is it?
At worst.
Damn, I was stupid.
We made good time down. There's only 3 blocks between us and Grady.
I gotta find a place nearby. Scope it out, see what we can see.
You really think we're gonna find out what we need to know just by watching?
That's where we start. Come on.
Another tool, thankfully.
It's them.
All right, let's see what we see. You said I ain't like how it was before?
Yeah.
How was I?
It's like you were a kid. Now you're a man.
What about you?
Me and Sophia stayed at that shelter for a day and a half before I went running back to Ed. I went home, I got beat up. Life went on, and I just kept praying for something to happen. But I didn't do anything. Not a damn thing. Who I was with him, she got burned away. And I was happy about that. I mean, not happy, but and at the prison, I got to be who I always thought I should be. Thought I should have been. And then she got burned away. Everything now just consumes you.
Hey, we in ashes.
Daryl has a lot of good quotes. Weighing ashes. You know what I mean?
Is that yours?
Yeah.
What are the odds Noah done stumbled into the same building? Maybe he's scoping out the hospital for Beth.
Maybe. I was thinking, how is he going to shoot that thing? The crossbow?
He probably can't even draw it back.
No.
He's about to catch him slipping. Oh.
Please, I have to protect myself. Why are you following us? I didn't. I swear, I thought you followed me.
Bullshit.
Come on, hear him out.
Please. Please.
I already helped you once. It ain't happening again. What's wrong with Hoss over there?
No, please.
That's his old self right there.
Yeah.
Daryl.
Please. You almost died because of him.
I didn't.
Nah, let him be.
Daryl.
Please, I'm sorry.
Oh no. Ah! Change of heart.
That was so cute. She grabbed that for him.
Yeah, I've said it before, but that's like when Mario loses his hat and you have to find it. Mario 64.
Thank you.
You okay?
I'm still here.
I gotta go. They're gonna come. They'll probably hurt the shot if they find me.
Who?
Them. People at the hospital.
Wait. Just tell us. Is there a blonde girl there? You see a blonde girl?
Beth? You know her?
Yeah, we
She
do.
helped me get out, but she's still there.
Well, you're coming with us.
We gotta go now. We gotta go. The building next door is a basement. It's clear. We'll be safe. Go! I got him. Come on, get up. Get up. Okay.
No!
Oh my lord.
There's one car in the whole city and you got hit by it.
Lydia, what you can.
Jeez.
Medicine, machines, a doctor. You go out there. You have to kill them, okay? And then she can't get their help. Is that what you want? We can get her back. We can get Beth back. What's it gonna take? A lot.
So he brings him back.
Yeah.
People.
Which is crazy because when he looks in the woods and says, "Come on," like I'm sitting there thinking, who could it be? I had no idea it was gonna be that kid from that sitcom. You know what I mean? Like, if he'd have walked out, if he'd have showed me, I'd have been like, "We're doing a crossover."
They were so distracted by a dumpster fire.
They're like cavemen. When they ride together, they sort of look like they work together at like a, you know what I mean? Like they're on a delivery. Damn. All right, guys. So, man, I had so much fun watching this show today. I really did. These were some phenomenal episodes. I can't believe Carol ran outside and got hit by a car.
I know.
But that's so
Not
wild.
Just hit, leveled, and she was already injured.
I know, that poor lady.
Oh my god, she's a stunt. What do you call those people? A stunt.
She's a stunt woman for sure. Yeah, man. We already discussed the whole Eugene thing in the last episode, so I guess I just want to pick up right here where we're at. So this was basically the adventure of Daryl and Carol again, which I love that. That's sort of like on Family Guy when you got Stewie and Brian. They sort of always go on these little adventures together. And I do think certain characters in the show just have a certain amount of chemistry, and Daryl and Carol are like right at the top of that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite duo?
Glenn and Maggie.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Glenn and Maggie.
I love Glenn and Maggie together.
I like Rick and Daryl.
I like Carl and Michonne too.
There's some good duos.
Yeah,
in there.
there's so many good duos in the show. You can't put them on the spot, but I just think I like Glenn and Maggie because they're like the happiness in the show. Like everything's kind of ugly, but they like can still find their little like love story within.
There's some little lovebirds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that too.
It's sweet, I guess you could say.
Yeah. But you know, like different relationships bring different dynamics for sure.
Yeah.
Right. And so like another one is I really like the Daryl and Carol one because she's like a motherly figure to him when they both have like common trauma in a way because they both had really like abusive childhoods and stuff. So I love that dynamic. Also, I really hope that they can go and get Beth from this hospital. I'll be honest with you. I thought once we realized those dudes were cannibals, I kind of thought maybe they done ate Beth. Like,
really?
I was having that thought, like maybe I thought that maybe I missed something and the car with the cross was the cannibal people.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was, like,
yeah.
the Terminus car, and maybe like they were eating Beth. Like maybe as soon as they pulled up the Terminus, like, and I didn't put it together in real time, but in hindsight, I was thinking, well, maybe that was who they were eating was Beth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But it turns out, no, she's still alive. She's just stuck in the worst place in the world, which is the hospital.
She's like putting in clinical hours.
Yeah. Which is kind of crazy.
In the worst way.
But I don't think I've ever really considered going to like the hospital. You know what I mean?
No.
Which I mean, I probably would in real life because I would spend all day racking my brain on where to go. But I feel like the hospital would be a pretty good bet.
I mean, yeah, it's a good spot, but what annoys me about the people at the hospital is their I guess their drive. I don't really like what they're about.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
if you know what I'm saying, like I don't really mind that they like get each other to work because I hate to bring it up, but on Days Gone they be doing that. Yeah. Every time you go to like a little camp, you have to put in your hours. But but this one, I just don't. I feel like they do it for the greater good, but she's just hanging on.
They're prisoners there.
Right. She's hanging on to something that is very far-fetched.
They hit you with a car, knock you unconscious, and then they save you and say, hey, look, we saved you. Now you owe us. Like, that's crazy, right? Like, what if the hospital came and like beat your ass and then drug you in the hospital and fix your bruises and then gave you like the medical bill.
Yeah, they're just
that'd be kind of crazy. And not only that, they tell you got to wash dishes until you pay it off.
I know.
You'd be washing dishes forever.
She was about to go in for another scoop of strawberries, and he's like, "I'll write it down. I'll write it down. How much you got?" Like,
I'm
what?
like, man, write it down then. Yeah, definitely creepy officers in there trying to get a little Beth action. I think every time there's like some type of like sexual assault in a TV show, it just cringes me out to my core. I mean, I don't know. There's just something.
They make them just like ultra creepy. They don't even try to groom them. They
don't even like try to act slick. Yeah,
they're just so creepy.
They're like.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, bro.
It's like the worst predators of all time.
And I know there's people like that, but what I'm saying is like it's one thing to assault somebody. Like if you run up on somebody and you like hit them, it's like maybe they deserved it. But when you just like blatantly sexually assault people, there's just something like, not only is it disgusting, it's just kind of cringy.
Well,
it's
and
like,
in the show, they can't like I said, they can't like groom you in the show because they just walk up on you.
Yeah.
And they have to like do it in the most like grody way.
Yeah, they don't leave any like interpretation. They let you know straight up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like with Carl, like in real time, guys, I didn't realize, and forgive me for this, but when Rick was basically being held hostage by that little wannabe biker gang or whatever the heck they were, basically when everything went down and they had to fight, I didn't realize the guy on top of Carl was trying to like assault him.
Well,
like
the only time I realized it was the ear licking, like, because in TV shows they like to lick your ear.
But like in real time, there was just so much going on, and I was so enamored by the scene that I didn't even realize the ear licking. Like I just didn't really see it. So I would have said something more about that. Like I would have definitely pointed out how like disturbing that was. But guys, I didn't even notice. And if you're wondering like how do you not notice? I don't know. I mean, I just genuinely don't know.
Yeah.
There's just a lot going on. But like I didn't even think that was like, that thought never even came into my mind. You know what I mean? So it's just very weird. But like looking back, because you pointed out to me after the show, after we got done recording it, you were like, "Oh, wasn't that so gross how they did that to Carl?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then that's when you brought it to my attention that that's what was going on. And I didn't even realize that. Like,
yeah,
I thought the men was just having a proper scrap. But that guy was trying to lick on his earlobe, which is crazy. So yeah, hopefully Noah and Daryl can go back to the camp, tell Killer Rick what's up. I'm sure Rick ain't gonna have it. He's basically gonna be like, "Y'all messing with the wrong people." Hopefully they pull up to the hospital and go take that thing over. What do you think?
And if they do, they can get some supplies and weapons.
Because you know the thing about The Walking Dead is like it's not really a survival show. It's not like a basically in this show, man, there's always a mission, if that makes sense. You know, it's like a video game where you don't just survive. There's always like an objective. So at this point, we don't really have an objective because there was some cannibals lurking in the woods. Rick say, "You know what? I'm passing a law, man. No more cannibal action. I'm gonna finish this off."
Yeah.
So he laid down the law with that, and now they need another mission.
Well, no, their objective right now is to get Carol and Daryl back.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, they need a new objective.
But Glenn and them have no objective now. Because they're not going to why would they go to Washington now?
I feel like if you're Glenn and Maggie, you got to just go hope that you can run back into your group.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to come of the whole Eugene storyline. I really don't know. How would you be willing to forgive him?
I think I would.
Well, I know you would. You're soft as a pillow. Let me ask you, would you be willing to forgive him? Talking to myself, I don't know. I mean, so many people's died because of your lie.
Yeah,
but they didn't necessarily die because of your lie. Like if they weren't, well, I guess they did. But if they weren't trying to take Eugene to Washington, they'd be trying to do something.
Right.
So I mean, death is just.
I mean,
inevitable.
I get that they did die because of his lie, but I feel like, and I know it was messed up what he did, but I don't know. I feel like in this world, we can either, what are we gonna do? We either kill him,
either cry about it, or move forward.
Like, what are we gonna do?
I'm with you.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah,
you know,
I agree with that.
I mean, he just needs to be part of the team now. Basically,
I mean, I do believe in giving them a proper beating because you got to give people an incentive not to be lying and creating false identities.
Let's just take his left hand. I'm just kidding.
He might need it.
Totally kidding.
One thing is for sure, I would not be risking my neck to save him from walkers anymore. I mean, I would risk my life to save him just as much as, you know, Abraham would, you know, try to save Glenn, for example. But I'm not going to go out of my way to like make sure that no matter what, you're safe. Like you're gonna have to pick up the knife and start lifting your own.
Yeah,
weight.
I say we just cut the mullet and you got to pick up the knife.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, Abraham should beat him up every day until he beats the coward out of him. You know what I mean? Because you can't be having that guy.
Like we ain't about to protect you like it's the end of the world anymore, honey. You done messed it up.
Yeah, honey. Why'd you call him honey?
It was just like a
yeah, so that part, but I love Eugene's character. He really is so funny, and I think that his personality is so unique. And I still just cannot believe that man was whacking in the bookshelf watching Abraham.
That was so that proved right there that they just really would do anything for him, because no one would tolerate that.
Yeah,
no one would tolerate that.
I think at this point they just don't care. Like they don't really have the luxury of privacy. It just is what it is, Glenn and Maggie, at least Glenn and Maggie was up in the guard tower.
Yeah.
But who knows, if it wouldn't have been for Herschel walking around, they might have just had their business out in the open. It's really sad not seeing Rick Grimes in this episode.
Yeah.
He's our main character after all.
I think we didn't in 3 episodes.
Oh, well, yeah.
Today we just didn't see Rick.
In my mind, it's just one big hour-and-a-half episode.
Well, we saw Rick when
2-hour episode.
We saw Rick when Carol drove off, and that was it.
Yeah.
He just was like,
it's like, you got to get out of here, Carol. Yeah, so she basically
pardon my dust.
And she went, she got her law degree, and she came back, which I really appreciate. Just really good episodes, I'm really happy that we got the character from Everybody Hates Chris, because growing up, it was just really fun to watch that show. It was just really funny. I was showing you that show the other day. I pulled it up on YouTube and I was just showing her like best moments.
Yeah, but I thought it was a little boy.
Well, he was little when the show started.
So this is like way later.
He's a teenager.
Well, I mean,
in real life, the show started when he was like, I would say like 9 or 10. Maybe,
well, he just looked. What you showed me, he just looked super young, so I didn't recognize him.
That was season 1.
Well,
who would have thought watching that show that all these years later, Will Smith would have slapped Chris Rock in front of all those people?
Who's Chris Rock?
That's the one who made the G.I. Jane joke, and then Will Smith's like keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Is he on Everybody Hates
Chris Rock narrates it.
Oh,
because it's like young Chris is basically, he grows up to become Chris Rock, but or something like that. I don't know. Chris Rock just narrates him as an adult. It's the whole like premise of the show is he's like telling you about his life through the voice of Chris Rock, but then it like shows you the visuals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
is that
crazy.
why everyone was saying in the comments it's funny that you brought that up? Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like when Daryl pushed the bookcase on him and it landed on him, like I wanted to be like, everybody hates Chris. You know what I mean? Because that's what would happen. Like the camera would always zoom into his face slow, and he'd be like, and then it'd be like, everybody hates Chris.
Would it really?
That show was so funny. You need to watch it. The dad is like cheap as hell. Like the dad is just like the world's cheapest man because it's just hard times, right? Like he's just trying to take care of like his family.
Does he use water with cereal?
Yes, exactly. Like that's him. Like he'd be like, Chris, did you turn on the air conditioning? You costed me $2.25. And like every little thing, he would like know the exact price of it and stuff. And then the mom was just funny. She just like had like an attitude and was great. And then he had like a little sister who was always up his ass. And then a brother who like wasn't really that bad. He was just like a brother. The brother dynamic was pretty good. And it was just a really funny show. It was one of those shows that like you look back on it and you realize like not only was that show like your childhood, so it's always going to be sort of like nostalgic. It was just like that was primetime TV at the time. Like that was Fox 5 television.
I miss like all the Fox 5 shows, remember?
Yeah, she had cable. It really did a disservice to her.
Did it? Because I got to watch Disney Channel.
Yeah, I watched Disney. I watched The Sweet Life of Jimmy and Cody or whoever the hell.
No. I didn't. That was like a little. I was like a little old for that. My sister watched.
So what'd you watch?
I watched like. Okay, maybe I was.
Come on, just spill the beans.
I
What'd
watched
you watch?
Hannah Montana. Okay, but whatever.
How'd the theme song go to that? You get the
best
of both worlds.
And I watched Even Stevens, and I watched like I told you they had movies like Smart. Like we talked about Smart House.
Smart House.
And there's this one called The Other Me where he like cloned himself with a sea monkey kit. Yeah,
I ain't heard of that one.
He had like a sea monkey kit and his like hair went in it, and so
he was watching that after 11 p.m. type movies.
And then The Luck of the Irish where he was like part leprechaun and he like played basketball.
No, but I did watch that movie as a kid. I used to have it. It's called White Mike. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
It's got a little Bow Wow in it.
That's Little Bow Wow?
I don't even know who Little Bow Wow is. The only way I know Little Bow Wow is because he was in that movie. He gets the pair of shoes.
I know the movie. He's an orphan and he gets the shoes. But that was him?
Yeah.
I thought that was Little Romeo.
And it could be. I don't even know. I don't know the difference. But I do know that I started watching that movie, and that's like right when I was starting to get into like basketball a lot, you know? Used to love that movie. But anyways, man, this was The Walking Dead, right?
Yeah, focus on The Walking Dead. Why do we talk about like Mike? Is that? I don't even think that's a Disney movie.
It all sort
It does kind of seem like it is, though. Yeah.
And then he ends up getting adopted in the end by the NBA player. He adopts his little friend too.
Yeah.
And then they're in the room like hooping.
Yeah.
I know. I used to just fantasize about getting adopted away from my dad because my dad was beating my ass every day. He's like, "You better work. You better get in that yard and do some work, boy. You didn't pick all the lump."
Say what your dad called toilet paper.
No. Why are you trying to put me out like that?
Because you told me that yesterday and it blew my mind.
Did it?
I was still like, I looked at the toilet paper roll today and was like,
well, we don't tell them all that.
Oh,
okay?
sorry.
Like, y'all gotta.
Well,
this is free over here, okay? If y'all want to know all
well,
that,
y'all can guess. Comment below. What do you think he called it?
Yeah, that's a good time.
And you're probably wrong.
What else happened in this? Like, I feel like a lot happened, but not really, right?
Well, I mean, a lot happened in the sense that we found out
what
where
was
Beth
the very
was.
first episode?
We found out where Beth was.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was the Beth episode.
Yeah. Second episode was a Carol episode.
Right.
Third episode was a Daryl Carol episode.
Right. Guys, and I'm sorry. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know when sometimes I say things and it might come across like kind of rude or something. And all I mean is, dude, and I'm not trying to disparage women at all because obviously I love my wife. She's my complete half. And but all I'm saying is if I'm being held hostage in a hospital and a girl who weighs 145 pounds is bossing me around, I just ain't buying it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'm just not buying it because
I was your boss at one point.
Yeah, and you're, because we lived inside of like a polite society. But if we were living in like the apocalypse, I'm afraid that if you can't whoop my ass, you can't tell me what to do. And it really just comes down to that. And like, I'm all for like, I'm all for it, but I just don't think that girl really would be telling everyone what to do.
I mean, I totally get it. Like, even me, like if the peanut gallery tells me what to do, you know what I'm saying? It irritates me.
Yeah. Like that one guy was like, that big old black dude, that dude weighed like 245 pounds probably. Like he was huge. And he's sitting there taking orders off that girl. Like, in what world?
Remember on Last of Us when that lady, Kathleen, she was like bossing around those guys and you're just like, like, no.
And it's not even like because she's a girl. Like if you're a 135 pound dude, like if you're, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so sorry. Like, you're just not going to tell me what to do. Like, maybe that's just because I just have a very like, how would I word it? I'm very disagreeable. Like just by nature, I just like, if you tell me the sky's blue, I'm a check. You know what I mean? I don't know why I'm just like that. I don't like to listen to people. I
know. I think it's funny about your personality though.
I mean, maybe if you told me it was raining outside, I'd take your word for it. Sure. But I just have a disagreeable personality, like I don't, and so like maybe I would listen to Rick because if I didn't listen to Rick, like he might whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like it's, and I get that or like even Carol. I feel like Carol might whoop my ass, but that lady right there, she weighs 140 pounds soaking wet. So, she might be able to slap Beth around.
Well, and I think that's precisely why she slaps Beth around.
Yeah, because she can. But she's in charge of everyone. Like they're looking at her like, oh, she's
she's in charge of people because the guy said because she took out the bad guy. So they respect her. It's more of like a I see you, that kind of thing. A respect thing.
Y'all know what I'm saying. Don't be trying to play silly in the comments, guys. Y'all know exactly what I'm saying. So yeah, that part's a little weird. I'm pretty sure that they'll be able to, kidnap or not kidnap. I'm sure they'll be able to save Beth. The second episode, Eugene got his ass whooped because he was lying.
Which that was a shocker. That whole thing, jeez.
That part was crazy. And then in the third episode, it was just the adventures of Daryl and Carol, and we're a lot closer.
And we acquired a Noah.
Yes, and we do have Noah, which is a great dynamic. So far, Chris's friend from Everybody Hates Chris, the one that was reading the kids' books, he's been in the show. That's how you know the show was hot at the time. They was going and getting the A-listers. So we have Patrick.
I would have never known. Oh, and Phineas, isn't he?
Is he Phineas?
Or is he Ferb?
Have you ever seen that?
With the little platypus, right?
Yeah.
I've seen it, but not a lot. Like
the very best part of that show was there was this big robot. It's like, hi, I'm Norm. Like, because it was like a robot. It looked like Paul Bunyan. And he's like, this was fun. Because he has like, he's like on repeat saying the same slogans over and over again, but he's a robot. He's like, this was great. We should invite our wives next time. Like he's just, if you guys know what I'm talking about, it's so funny. Like that show was so good.
I don't think I ever watched it, but I remember it came on after something I did watch.
It's Blurry the Platypus.
How does the music go? It's like, oh yeah, it's like a rock song. Yeah, that's why I know
School
it.
comes along just and dead.
You were younger than me. That's why you watched it.
No, I wasn't young. I was in high school when I first watched that.
Yeah, but
I didn't have cable growing up. Me and Matt
You were
was
still
just,
younger than me.
Me and Matt would just be goofy watching it sometimes. Like we would just put it on the TV sometimes.
I feel like my sister watched.
You know how like you watched SpongeBob until you were older?
Oh yeah.
Matt watched Phineas and Ferb until he was older. So when I was over there, he was just always watching Phineas and Ferb, and they used to wear it out on the Disney Channel.
I know, low-key, when my son watches SpongeBob ever, I'm low-key like looking in the other room like.
You really are. There's been times you tried to get me to sit down and watch it, and I'm just like, wait, you got some food?
No one always makes. No, you don't. No one always makes me go Krusty yeah.
What? How's it go?
No, I'm not doing it again.
Tell us.
No.
What's the best part of SpongeBob?
All of it.
No, what's the best episode?
I love the one I tried to show you the other day. You didn't think it was that funny, but where he's like, Mr. Krabs is a robot.
What, not in a bad mood?
Yeah.
I think I was stressed out. I wasn't going to hear that.
Yeah.
What we did
and
watch.
Mr. Krabs listens to a song and it's like, do, 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 do. And it's like robot some music. And so SpongeBob overhears him.
Oh, I know the music.
Yeah, he overhears him listening to it. And he's like, he's a robot.
I watched the whole entire, it was like a 3-hour video. It might not have been that long, but it was like 3 hours for real, guys. And it was on YouTube. It was basically like
conspiracies.
The conspiracies for SpongeBob.
It was actually interesting.
It was very interesting.
Because
I don't want to spoil it.
Because some of it, I'm now looking back in hindsight, it's darker than you think.
A lot of it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And I never really saw all of it, but I mean, I definitely get the premise.
My favorite when I was growing up was the Pretty Patty episode, but as I've gotten older, I ventured away from that one, and I like and I like the robot one, and I like Doodle Bob. I know
what that is because that's one of the episodes I watched with you.
Because it's the best one. Like it's so good.
Yeah.
It's actually terrifying.
I mean, it's Nickelodeon.
And the one where he tries out. Okay, sorry guys, I could go on about SpongeBob, but the one where he tries out. There's like Larry Larry,
yeah, the big.
Larry the lobster, but no,
that's
Kevin.
The huge buff
Kevin
guy.
the sea cucumber. That's his name. And he's like trying out for the jellyfishing squad, and he's like, here's the call for the jellyfish, and he blows it, and it's like loser.
Oh yeah. Well, you do that around the house all the time. Every time I mess up, she'll be like, loser. Don't you?
No.
Don't get shy.
I would
Why
never.
are you so shy? She calls me a loser every day.
No, I don't.
Like you say it like a jellyfish.
No, I don't.
She picks on me a lot more than you guys know. All right, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to The Walking Dead. These episodes was A+++++, man. I don't think I've had this much fun watching The Walking Dead, and at least like since the last time we watched it. So,
but I do want to say, I do see how some people say, oh, well, you guys are watching it back to back, so it's not like so someone who was watching it live would have went 3 weeks without seeing Rick and them.
Yeah.
So like, that's like almost a month.
And then when Rick finally gets back on the TV, they're like,
it's a murder jacket guy.
Murder jacket Rick. Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like, we're very lucky that we get to binge it. And, that's the problem with our modern society, right? Is we get to just binge everything. Like,
I know we didn't get to watch it live and look forward to seeing Rick and them,
Like, when I was growing up, guys, like, we would get on the school bus in, like, elementary school. We'd be like, dude, did you watch The Simpsons last night? It was so crazy.
Remember you were trying to tell me about those the other day?
She's never even watched The Simpsons, guys.
I know, like...
You've never even watched a full episode.
I know the dad's name's Homer.
Like, she didn't know who, like for example,
okay, I'll
groundskeeper
tell you,
Willie.
No, but I'm gonna tell you why I didn't watch The Simpsons. I did not like clowns. Literally, if a clown was on, no. Listen, literally, guys, and this is the truth. There's a Black Mirror episode where the mom like bleeps out everything in their daughter's life, and that's what I did with clowns and anything of that nature. Like I would just like censor my own self.
Sorry, I got bored listening to your story.
I would censor my own self. So when on The Simpsons, when I saw like that little clown once, like I just did not want to watch it.
We were watching a trailer for some killer clown movie that's coming out, and she tried to make me skip it last night.
You should have.
Nah, I want to see what's it called? The woman in the front yard or something like that?
No, you wanted to watch that dumb one where she's like, he dropped that picture. That means he must be in here.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was called like, it was about some lady and some guy was like saying she was going to kill the son if he didn't like poison her date or something.
Oh, she goes on a date. I basically every time a horror movie comes out, I see the trailer and I'm like, like I really want to watch it. Do I ever watch them? Never. Guys, we don't watch anything movie or TV show related unless it's on this channel. And that's for real.
And I really won't ever do that because I feel like, why would I waste my reaction, my first time reaction?
My energy, yeah. Well, my thing is like, so I've been wanting to watch From. Like, I don't know if you guys know what From is, but it's like, apparently it's like a
supposed to be like the
mystery.
Scary Lost. It's supposed to be like a horror Lost.
I've been wanting to watch that junk. The reality is I'm probably never going to put it on YouTube. Probably never going to watch it for our Patreon because like no one, I mean, a few people like it, but the reality is by the time I catch up with what people want me to watch, there'll be so much more stuff out. I'll probably never watch it. So I'll just probably never watch it. There's another horror movie that comes out where basically the premise is like, you have to survive, but every time you die, you like wake back up and the night starts back over and you have to keep like, and it's like a whole different monster that comes after you.
Oh my God.
Remember we were watching it in bed the other day?
I wasn't watching that.
Yeah. Anyways, what were we on about?
I don't know.
Who knows?
That's why I have YouTube Premium on my account, so I don't have to watch that.
Yeah. On her account, she has YouTube Premium. She don't like to stop and skip the ads because she don't want to interrupt her food.
That's not true. I'm scared of the ads.
Well, I think that like I don't really know how the ads work, but I've been getting a ton of ads for
you get them for you know what all
Viagra.
Yes, all the time.
Which is crazy because like I'm only 30. How am I?
You're 32.
I'm only 32. I don't need that. Matter of fact, I'm still beating my personal best record getting it up. But like,
can you stop?
It's not even Viagra. It's like a different one. It's called like a Blue Chew or something.
No, it's like Hims.
It's the girl's like, do you have trouble getting hard? I'm like who decides what advertisements I get? Aren't y'all actually trying to sell stuff?
I know.
Like, Jesus, put some cereal on that thing or something. Like, y'all really trying to sell something? Right. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into The Walking Dead. Like I said, this was so much fun. I really enjoyed these episodes. I don't think we've reached the part of the series where everyone's saying, oh, you should stop watching it. It falls off. Like, we definitely see those comments. We get it. A lot of people don't like the show eventually.
But y'all also said that about Game of Thrones. So this is
I loved it. I loved it. And this is what I say
to those.
Yeah, if you guys like Game of Thrones, man, y'all should go watch our reaction to it. Yeah. So many people probably don't even know we reacted to it because, you know, once something's, you know, over and done with, YouTube sort of shoves it to the back of the broom closet. Yeah. But we did watch the whole entire series. I think that it was by far like the most entertaining I've ever been watching TV, followed by The Walking Dead for sure. Yeah, we just got all kinds of stuff on the channel.
And Stranger Things.
Stranger Things went hard. But Stranger Things is number 3 to me now. I mean, I hate to say it, but I'm just a grown up. So, and it's not that being a grown up, how do I word it? I'm just a grown up. So I like the high stake drama that's going on in like Game of Thrones and The Walking Dead. But I will say though,
so you know, in terms the end of the world isn't high stake at all. I
just think that Stranger Things was just different than these two shows. It's kind of, you know, I feel like The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones is sort of like the same genre, even though they're not, but they sort of feel like the same amount of like serious drama. Stranger Things is just different, but I do love Stranger Things. It's my third favorite show that we watched on the channel.
Yeah, sure. I can't wait for season 5. And
when's it coming out?
I don't know, sometime this year. Right. And Last of Us season 2, can't wait for that. I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, for sure.
I am so excited for that.
She's so excited for that.
I am so excited for that. We have 10 more days.
Yeah. I thought The Last of Us was okay. I think now looking back at it, I think it's like the watered down version of The Walking Dead.
Squeeze. No. Well, guys, if you are Last of Us fans, I cannot wait to see how they portray this season because there is something crazy in it.
What? Well, don't tell me.
Not telling you.
I've seen the first season. We didn't put it on YouTube.
I'll never tell you.
It is on Patreon.
You'll have to see.
I thought it was all right. I mean, I'm not even going to lie. I kind of like The Walking Dead better.
There's just stuff in Last of Us season 2 that how they portray it will determine if it will be a good show or not.
That's that show you always watch the Rad Brad play, right?
Bro, don't even go there.
They run around the city. It looks kind of like The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I mean, but I think in Last of Us, it's more like, I feel like more like it's vibranter. What word do I say?
Has more vibrancy?
Yes. Like, I feel like that because The Walking Dead's like a gloom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit us up on Patreon if you guys want to see the full uncut reaction. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. Some people like Kool-Aid. Some people like Sprite. Some people just stick to water and orange juice. But listen, if you like anime, we also got some of that too. You can go hit us up on The Octobers 2.0. We have a link in the description. But we started watching anime for the first time, man. Like literally the first time. We're watching Attack on Titan. Demon Slayer is definitely different, but it's also really good. So if you're into that,
say all day.
Oh, the demon on Demon Slayer?
No, say what you say. The phrase.
Tanjiro.
Yeah.
Tanjiro. That's how they say one of the characters' names. And then there was a demon. It's like the little demon on there. There's if you guys watch it, you'll know what I'm talking about. So if you want to know why the hell I just laughed like that, go check that out. And thank you guys for tuning in to The Octobers. You guys are great. You guys are what make this channel as cool as it is. And we love you guys. We'll see you on the next one.
I was trying to be that thing off 50 First Dates.
You look like that thing off 50 First Dates.
Oh my God.